Do you know why cupcakes never play soccer? Because they're afraid of getting a bun. Hi there, welcome to your cupcake making guide. Cupcakes, those small, delightful sweet treats that have a way of bringing a smile to our faces. They're the star of any occasion, from birthdays to weddings, to just an ordinary day when you need a pick-me-up. Originally, cupcakes were known as number cakes because it was easy to remember the measurements. 1 cup of butter, 2 cups of sugar, and so on. But over time, these dainty delights evolved and took on a variety of flavors, sizes, and designs. They've become a staple in our lives, and for good reason. They're not just a dessert, they're a symbol of celebration, of comfort, and of love. Are you ready to put on your apron and get those mitts dirty? Well, brace yourself because we're about to dive into the sweet world of cupcake making. Cupcakes are like little pieces of art, and like any masterpiece, they require the right ingredients. Let's start with the basics. First, we need some all-purpose flour. Not self-rising, not bread flour. Just plain, old-fashioned all-purpose. Next, granulated sugar. This is the sweet stuff that'll make your cupcakes smile. Yes, cupcakes do smile in their own sugary way. Then we'll need baking powder. This little guy is the secret behind our cupcakes' fluffy charm. Now on to the fats. Unsalted butter, the creamier, the better. It's like the velvet cloak that wraps around our cupcakes, giving them a rich and luscious texture. Let's not forget the eggs. They're the glue that holds our cupcake family together. And finally, a splash of milk. This one's the peacemaker, blending all the flavors harmoniously together. Remember, cupcakes are as good as the ingredients you use. Like a maestro conducting an orchestra, you must choose each player wisely. Remember, good cupcakes start with good ingredients, so choose wisely. Now that we have all our ingredients together, it's time to get baking. To start off, we're going to mix the dry ingredients. That's your flour, baking powder, and salt. Just whisk them together in a large bowl until everything's combined. It's as simple as that. Now you might be thinking, hey, I could do this with my eyes closed. Well, we wouldn't recommend that, unless you want a floury countertop and possibly a floury cat. Next up is creaming the butter and sugar. You'll want your butter softened but not melted. Just think of it as a warm hug for your sugar. Beat them together until it's light and fluffy. This is where your cupcakes get their tender crumb and sweet buttery flavor. Now it's time to add the eggs, but hold your horses. Don't just crack them all in at once. We're going for a gradual introduction here. Add 1 egg at a time, making sure each one is incorporated before adding the next. This is the secret to a smooth, velvety batter. Here's where the magic happens. Slowly, and we mean slowly, add the dry ingredients to the butter mixture. Alternate with the milk, beginning and ending with the dry ingredients. This may seem like a dance routine more than a baking process, but trust us, it's worth it. You'll end up with a batter that's light, airy, and ready to transform into delicious cupcakes. Once your batter is ready, it's time to fill those cupcake liners. A handy tip is to use an ice cream scoop for even distribution. Then pop them in the oven and let the heat do its thing. While they're baking, you can use this time to clean up. Or better yet, start thinking about the icing. Maybe a classic vanilla buttercream, or perhaps a tangy cream cheese frosting. The possibilities are endless. And voila! You've just baked your first batch of cupcakes. But wait, we're not done yet. We still need to add the finishing touches, but that's a story for the next chapter. Stay tuned. A cupcake without icing is like a joke without a punchline. It's just not complete. Now let's dive into the world of icings. There's a whole spectrum of them, ranging from the rich and velvety cream cheese icing to the light and airy whipped cream. Then there's the classic buttercream, the glossy royal icing, and the luxurious ganache. Each one has its unique charm and flavor profile, so choose what tickles your taste buds the most. Applying icing isn't rocket science. It's all about having a steady hand and a dash of creativity. You can pipe it, spread it, or even drizzle it. And when it comes to decorating, the sky is the limit. Sprinkle some sugar crystals, add a cherry on top, or get artsy with edible glitter. Now that your cupcakes are iced and decorated, it's time to enjoy your sweet creations. Remember, the secret ingredient is always love.